No, but yeah, what's the point of this video game? I wasn't really paying attention.
Wow. Okay, guys. Hello and welcome to another video from Escape for Friends. Today it's me, David, here, and I'm with AJ. We're going to be starting a new series, and it's basically just me and AJ doing sort of like duo commentary about whatever. In this episode, what are we doing again? I'm not sure. I
We're
can't really
just like
remember.
talking about like
We
what's
just talk about random crap, and I'm going to be doing some QED in the background, so I could be easily distracted, which will be fun. So there you go. Like nobody really wants to listen to AJ speak anyway, so
yeah,
you know.
I
Um,
know.
you actually agree with that?
But I'd like to dedicate this video to a guy named Tyram in our FC. He's stated he's enjoying our videos and he wants us to keep him up. So this is sort of our first step to getting more and more videos out at a consistent rate.
All right, yeah. So the first thing, what's the first thing?
What you want to just give an update like what we're doing in game?
Yeah, what I'm doing in game at the moment, I'm just doing a little bit of ports and a little bit of this. I'm a little bit sort of a bit of a void in terms of targets because I've got like my targets for a while were just to get 99 summoning, 96 summoning, 99 herb, and 95 prayer. And now I've got all of that. I'm sort of sat here thinking to myself, what the hell am I doing? So yeah, I guess we'll probably just be doing lots more bossing, and if you guys would like me to record that bossing, I guess I could, but I'm not really sure how I'd structure the videos. So again, help with that would be lovely in the comments. The other thing, what is the other thing, AJ? What is the other thing? I can't remember the other thing. The other
Overloads?
thing. Oh yes, I have recently printed off a whole load of past papers, which I'm doing in this. I don't know how well you can see that. This is my exam timetable, which is basically all my revision slots. And if you can see all the black ones, those are free slots, so I can make videos and stuff in those slots. So I remember saying in a video a while ago
Let's play.
on my Let's Play series, which is basically just me talking about my life and my RuneScape life, and the most importantly, my RuneScape life. Yeah, talking about that sort of stuff, and I mentioned that I wouldn't be making any videos between now and like a couple of months from now, so that isn't actually going to happen. I'm going to be making videos because this thing actually has a lot of black spots where I can actually make videos. It's going to be awesome. Also, every Sunday I take an entire day off, so I can usually make one video with AJ every Sunday or by myself every Sunday. The other thing is a video coming up because of what was the name, Tyran. Tyran,
Yes.
did he PM you or something like that?
PM. He's
PM.
in our
He
FC
PM'd
too.
AJ because he's the only person who responds. I guess I don't know why. I don't know why he wouldn't PM me. I mean, I'm a pretty epic guy. So yeah,
He
he
did
PM'd
include your name.
AJ and said, "Yo, this is my best American accent or sort of dialect attempt."
Don't assume he's American.
Okay, well you're American, so that's what I'm going to do. Um, he said, "Yo, do you want to make a video where you both do like David versus AJ? Oh my goodness, there's a Hoover in the background. Not quite like that, but do a David versus AJ video where you do Fight Kiln, I think it was.
Yep, fight him.
And me and AJ have never done Fight Kiln before, so we're like, ah, Fight Kiln. Oh, yeah. So that's sort of how we're feeling at the moment. But we're going to try it because we have to. We don't really have a choice. Plus, kiln caves are pretty cool. So it'll be a pretty long day of this today, won't it?
Yeah, I mean, we can just talk for the entire time. Plus, I heard Jim Sauce, right?
Yes.
He went in there with a polypore staff and Gano, just food and probably like restores and stuff like that, and he got away with it. Like what the hell?
Yeah, I
So
think
I'm
you probably
guessing
said
it's
actually.
not that hard anymore
I'm
after
guessing it's a
DLC.
mage boss then.
Oh yeah, probably.
I know. We're both going to watch one guide each. Should we make that like a possibility then? Being allowed to watch one guide each. It's only fair, really, isn't it?
I mean,
Um,
probably. It's just like, come on, like the Jads aren't as bad at all. Or is that, yeah, Jads. They're not
yeah.
that bad.
No, not really. You just sort of I suppose it's sort of good practice for normal jazz. It's like pretty easy. Also, there's no healers, which is one big thing with jazz this
Really,
time.
right? I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, I know that. That would be so annoying if there were healers. um, I think Smokey 9112 kills, or whatever, Smoking Kill, whatever his name is, Smokey Films or something. I'm thinking of the quest. There's a quest called Smoking
Smoking
Kills.
Kills, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Slayer quest, which they recently sort of made useless. Oh my goodness, my prayer isn't. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, he made a video. It's like you can do it with spot gear or something. Yeah. Also, it's kind of good moneymaker, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's actually 4 mil an hour. If you sell, if you get like sub 30-minute kills and you sell the Onyx bolts, it is pretty good, I'd say.
Onyx bolts.
Oh no, the Onyx, the gem. You know what I'm saying.
No, I don't know what you're saying.
The gem, the uncut Fury Stone or whatever.
Oh, why am I on the wrong prayers? Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap!
Well, anyways, do you want me to talk about what I'm doing right now?
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna try
So
and
switching
concentrate
over to
this.
me, I'm pretty much just like figuring out this game pretty much. I sort of raged the other day and because like we were at KK for 4 hours dry and guess what we got? An offhand long. Oh my gosh, it was barely a 3 mil split, 6 shards, and it was just like quick kills, but nothing good like ever. So
Ever.
what I'm doing right now is again I'm going for overloads. As you can see, well you can't see, but I have 92 herblore. That should only take technically 4 more days of warbands because I'm just going for level 94 herblore, and that will get me my overloads, which I can then boost 2 levels. But I just realized how amazing QED is, and I guess you can say David and I just realized how amazing it is. So what we're doing right now, pretty much in game, is QED, but I don't have the bank at my player dome ports, which makes it a heck of a longer to go all the way
You
to
have
book the
no idea
bank.
how annoying QBD is when you're trying to listen to someone else at the same time. It's like,
Really.
I just failed the Torture Soul back to back. We're only on second phase.
But
It's that bad.
anyways, I am getting really good at QED. I was very scared of it, right, David?
Yeah. You're
At
scared of a lot of things. You're kind of retarded like
wow, thanks, Dave.
that.
But anyways, we're just. I mean, I guess that's all for me. I'm trying to get as much total level as possible. I'm understanding the best ways of getting XP, like crafting, fletching. I'm finally getting those up. My goal, level wise, is just get them all above 70, then deal with them through there. Hunter, I'm just doing Big Chinchompa with my man Names. Shout out to you, bro. But farming, just war bands, fishing, AFK bar, just so on and so forth. But yeah, that's just about it for me. David, you want to take it back over?
Yeah. Also, the other thing about this series is we have no idea what we're going to call it, so comments appreciated on that. Comments appreciated all round, really. I mean,
Well, I
we
mean,
love your
like
support.
basically what this is, it's going to be a quick update of what our progress is, and then talking about topics, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
So do you want to quickly talk about the two-hand boss?
Okay, so what happened was, once AJ asked me that question, I was sat there for about 5 minutes thinking to myself, what the hell do I know about this two-hand boss? And actually, I really didn't know anything. So I spent about 20 minutes watching a podcast, listening to a podcast, which was basically explaining everything about everything that we know about the two-hand boss so far and what's happening with it. And also the other option, which was the non-combat boss, which actually isn't going to happen now. So yeah, I think how we're going to do this is AJ is just going to ask me a couple of questions about the two-hand boss, and I'm going to try and answer them as best I can, because I wasn't quite sure where to start with my sort of talking about the two-hand boss.
So let's just put it this way: how did this come about? A rumor, like how it's a rumor right now. So how did that come about? The community.
Basically, there was a stream released on what was the website called? The website that you showed me.
Podbeans.
Podbeans is basically a website which stores all of Jagex's streams, podcasts. So yeah, I just went on there and looked at that. That was the podcast I watched. I think there was also a mod that mentioned on Twitter something about about the combat boss being a two-hand boss during the actual poll. It's actually interesting. At this point, apparently the votes swayed towards the combat boss because before then it was quite uneven or something. But yeah, it was quite interesting really, because as soon as people found out that it was going to be the release of the level 92 handed, the um, combat boss got a lot more votes, I think. Anyway, yeah. So that's that. Is there any other questions?
What about
Let's see.
difficulty, style? Is it going to be mage, melee, range? Do we know any of that yet?
Okay, so the guy in the podcast mentioned it was going to be most likely a ranged boss, but giving many rewards, which seemed quite weird to me. I mean, in the past, it's always been the same bosses giving the same type of rewards. So, like, QBD is more of a ranged boss, Armadill's more of a ranged boss, and they both give ranged rewards. So, like, Bandos Melee Boss gives you many rewards.
Yeah,
Zami,
you're right.
not really, but you know
Hey,
what I mean.
you're right. Like
They've
Cowfight
always
King,
it's
it's
always
melee
worked.
style. It's like its hardest, practically its hardest mode is melee with all
Yeah.
those slaughters and everything. And it's
And then
Drygor
Virago,
melee, and Virago's sort of
Virago
yeah,
out
it
and
makes
out,
sense.
yeah, out and out mage gives you mage rewards. The other thing, level. Apparently, this is going to be the very first actual boss that's being scaled to your level. So what this means is, at a lower level, the boss is easier um, than it is for higher levels. And obviously, we don't really know how quite this is going to work. Whether it's going to be scaled to combat level, or whether it's going to be scaled to range level, or something like that. But yeah, that
What
apparently that's
does that affect the drop rate?
I'm not really sure about that. That wasn't actually mentioned, so I assume not. The other thing is they mentioned that this boss was going to be a solo boss or a duo boss. It wasn't going to be a team boss.
Okay.
So me and you can go and look at that on day of release, I guess.
Wait,
Also,
so what do you think about that? Say there was a purely duo boss and you had a duo it. What would you be like your opinion or like?
I think it'd be pretty cool, but like it's sort of a little bit limiting, and also I'd rather they just had a solo boss than a solo slash duo boss, because it'd just be sort of more like I like QBD. I suppose you have QED when we have Jad and Fight Kill and the Ascension bosses already. So I suppose a duo boss is a good idea. You also have the Rise of the Six, which is a four-man boss strictly. So that's also quite interesting. Any other questions?
I mean, to me, duo boss would be perfect. We clearly have not seen it yet. Only the options of doing one to like infinity, like through the God Wars dungeon. But like I said, is there any specific thing it's gonna drop first? I mean, other than two-hand weapon, like a crossbow, a staff, or a 2H long sword or whatever? Is it gonna
Yeah,
be melee ranged? You know,
it's gonna be a two-handed level 90 melee weapon that it drops. That's one of the things they are fairly certain about.
fairly certain.
Um,
Okay.
the combat style of the actual boss, we actually have no idea.
So that was the
But
part that you were saying is
there is,
probably gonna range.
yeah, there's probably we're not really. I wasn't really sure what they meant when they said it could be a range boss. I think that was just an idea, because there aren't that many range bosses in the game. Mostly Drygors slash Seismics at the moment, especially since Seismics are massively overpowered. Um, but yeah, that was one thing that happened. They also talked about the location. They said it was something very obscure and very sort of interesting, but they wouldn't say um, quite what it was.
I wonder if they're gonna stick with an instance type based or if it's so like open to anyone.
That would be very interesting. But the fact that it's a solo slash duo boss would make me lean towards it being an
Yeah,
instant boss. On
right.
top of that, most of the bosses released since like Calphi King have been instants. I think all of them actually. All of the
I think it's
bosses.
gonna stick like that because
Yeah, I
like
think
it
from now
has
on,
eight
because
like
it has been a
Virago.
massive pain in the past,
Yeah,
um, trying to find a world for bosses, and I think they're also trying to make next instance. I think actually no, it might actually be instance already. I'm really not sure. I've never really done next, to be
I don't think
honest.
next is no, it's not because in the
Uh,
FC they're always asking for a world.
oh, okay. So that would and it might still be, but whatever it is, it's
All right,
like
last
it's always been
question:
a pain.
when is the time of release, or did they not even talk about that?
The time of release, they did talk about the time of release, and they said along with pretty much all the big updates, the ETA in the is been the summer. So and the reason for that, they said, is not because they want a massive summer, is because they have no idea when it will really be ending, and the summer is a very large sort of time scale. They've also said that they've changed the way the development team works on different updates. So instead of having one mod that works tirelessly for 3 to 6 months on one piece of content, like Mod Crucell with Virago, they've changed it so that it is a group, like a small group of mods, or or the whole development team working together on
You know what? I really like that
single
because
update.
now you're not gonna get one person's opinion. You're gonna really get the entire crew of Jagex just like
Yeah,
truly understand.
there will be no sort of stone unturned, which would be wonderful. Also, it means there'll be more sort of quality to the updates, I think, as
Yes.
well.
So as you guys know, last year Virago was also said to be come out in the summer, but it came out early summer. Um, it was right around mid July, like maybe the 22nd or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not
And
really sure, but yeah.
so my guess is this boss also expects late September. However, July could be a possibility.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a possibility that these updates could be coming out earlier. Apparently, they're also working very hard on the Elf City at the moment. It's going to be a massive bit of content. The amount of polls that there have been on different things they're going to be in the actual Elf City, it makes me think it's going to be a massive piece of content, which
Do
is
you
going
do
to
you
be
want to quickly
fantastic.
go over before we end the video what we think of the type of flask that should be introduced?
No, I think we can do another video maybe
Okay.
another time, possibly even tomorrow, and then just upload it another time
Yeah.
on the Elf City. Do you want to do that?
Absolutely.
All right. So anyway, so that I think it's the end of the video. Thank you for what.
One last thing. Make sure
Okay.
you leave a comment in the description what we should call these videos.
Ah, yes, that's very important. Yeah. Anything else then? Can't remember
Absolutely not.
anything else. There was something else in the comments we had to mention. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Comments all around are always a good thing, and thank you for watching, and have a nice day.